नमस्कार मैं महाराज चुनाव डॉक्टर सुषमा शाला कोल बुचस लेट चुनीलाल शाला जीन डॉटर यम माटियर आय कारने कशीर मजन लगभग 3 वरी ब्रो Before I start my story, I would like to thank Vistapit Kaptak because it has provided a very good forum for us, particularly the people who have been directly affected by militancy or have been the victims of militancy in Kashmir. And it has helped us to put forward our stories, our pains, suffering, and our journey through these 30 years of our forced turmoil and exodus. As the whole world is celebrating Father's Day today, I am here to describe the sequence of events that happened the day my father was martyred in Kashmir. Kashmir, which has always been a Hindu land prior to 1320, but with the advent of Islam, it slowly and steadily changed into a Muslim-dominated area, and when Muslims started dominating, life for Hindus became very difficult in Kashmir. हमारे बहुत सारे कश्मीरी पंडित्स ने सफ़र किया at the hands of Muslim rulers, at the hands of general Muslim population residing in Kashmir. ये पहली 1990 की माइग्रेशन was not the first one, it was the 7th migration. Now you can well judge कि how much have been the troubles for us, how much pain was there that most of the people converted to escape the brutalities that were meted out to them, and who could not convert, who could not leave their faith, they decided to migrate out of valley. 1990 is the year when the remaining few percent of Kashmiri population, Kashmiri Pandit population, was forced to move out. So, before I start with the story of my father, से पहले कि मैं अपने फादर के बारे में बताऊं, मैं उनके लाइफ के बारे में, उनके बर्थ के बारे में थोड़ा सा, जस्ट अ बिट, नॉट मच. माई फादर बिलोंग टू अ विलेज सीर जागीर सोपुर, and initial he was born in a family of landlords. His initial education was in Sopore itself. Then he went to National School, Srinagar, at SP College, Srinagar. My father always wanted to serve his motherland, and so he joined police department as inspector and is working as inspector at the time of his death. कश्मीर में हम लोगों को हमेशा सेकेंडरी ट्रीटमेंट मिलता था. दाल बटा was a normal genre that was used for Kashmiri Pandits, and whenever there was a cricket match between India and Pakistan, in case India won the match and Pakistan lost it, Kashmiri Pandit houses were stormed. So a bit of fear, a bit of fear was there. There were many other things that were always at the back of our minds. We could not express ourselves freely in Kashmir. Our expression was limited. Our customs and our our customs were limited because of our the Muslim population that was there, which was in majority. तो बिफोर 88 तक तो ठीक था, बट 89 में थोड़ा सा हमें लगना शुरू हो गया था. हमें कैसे लगता था, मैं सेंट जोसेफ स्कूल की स्टूडेंट रही हूँ, हमें ऐसे लगता था, जो हमारी फ्रेंड्स थी, मुस्लिम फ्रेंड्स जिनके साथ हम शुरू से पढ़े थे, अचानक वो हमसे कन्नी गांठने लगी थी. They were not talking much to us, एंड जैसे ब्रेक टाइम होता था तो दे यूज टू हडल अप इन ग्रुप्स. They used to huddle up in groups, and when we used to, the minority students, we used to go to that group, suddenly there was pin drop silence in that groups. So something was brewing up जो हमें शायद समझ नहीं आया, but they used to say at time कशीर सैन तो चल रहा वो सीट, and we never got it, we never sensed what is coming because it was a tightly guarded secret in that community. And in 89 September, when Mr. Tikalal Taplu, who was a very tall leader of our community, was shot dead, that was a clear signal to Kashmiri Pandits that Kashmir is not for them. After that, slowly and steadily, one after another, targeted killings of Kashmiri Pandits started. This targeted killing was first limited to the main people, the people who had some prominence in normal life, they were targeted. Then eventually every Kashmiri Pandit who was found out there was targeted. ऐसा सब कुछ चलता रहा. जो सबसे पहला इवेंट मेरी को याद है और जिसने मुझे शायद which has basically left an indelible mark on my memory is 19th January 1990. And I think the people who were born before that date and who were mature enough to understand that something is wrong in Kashmir must be remembering that night. Obviously not for good reasons, for the fear that was created in our minds. And that fear eventually led to our forced exodus, because we never came out from that place by our will. We were forced out, and forced out forever, till now. If I tell you my story of 19th January 1990, my father was posted in intelligence wing, and he was in Kupwara, that was a border district. Normally he used, and we were putting up in Baramulla because my mother was working as a teacher in education department, and both the kids were students of St. Joseph School, Baramulla. My father normally used to come on weekends, and that day luckily my father was at home. 4-5 बजे के करीब मस्जिदों से लाउड स्पीकर्स पे बहुत ही ज़्यादा डेरोगेटरी, हाईली रिलीजियस स्लोगन्स निकलना शुरू हो गए. स्लोगन्स विच विल पुट ह्यूमैनिटी टू शेम. Slogans like "Asagis Banun Pakistan, Bato Bare to Batinusan." How shameful, how embarrassing. Pakistan se kya rishta, la ilaha illallah. When these slogans were coming, even we got scared because the voice was becoming louder and louder. ऐसा लग रहा था घर में बैठे कि एक mob is coming our way. Though we were living in a Sikh-dominated area. And as migration had started, छोटी छोटी माइग्रेशन हो रही थी, और उस माइग्रेशन की वजह से Sameer ji, you are again and again telling me to speak in Kashmiri language, but I think this is for a broader audience which is non-Kashmiri. That has been told to me. That's why I am going with other languages apart from Kashmiri. I am not using much Kashmiri because most of the Kashmiri people know about it. I want to go for a broader audience. They don't know Kashmiri, that's why I am taking this Hindi and English mix to speak up my story. तो क्या हुआ, what happened, because इतना सारा शोर आ रहा था कि हमें भी पता नहीं चल रहा था. और थोड़ी देर में मेरे फादर भी घबरा गए, though he was in the police department, and वो भी घबरा गए कि क्या हो रहा, what is happening. तो he decided to go to the police station, जो हमारे घर से थोड़ा ही दूर था. वो पुलिस स्टेशन गए और जब वहां से वापस आए तो उनका फेस का कलर उड़ा हुआ था. ही वॉज वो बता नहीं पा रहे थे मुझे और मैं भी कुछ समझ नहीं पा रही थी, बट इतना मुझे समझ आ रहा था कि देयर इज समथिंग इज रॉन्ग। जब मेरे फादर घर आए, ही टोल्ड मी, माय मदर एंड माय ब्रदर कि डिनर फटाफट करो एंड यू हैव टू स्पीक, यू हैव टू स्लीप इन द बेसमेंट। बेसमेंट नहीं था वो, इट वॉज अ स्मॉल डिंगी रूम जिसमें हम सर्दियों के लिए लकड़ियां इकट्ठा करते थे। यू कैन वेल इमेजिन। सो हमने खाना खाया। आई कुड नॉट क्वेश्चन माई फादर बिकॉज आई सॉ द लाइन्स ऑफ वरी ऑन हिज फेस। हमने खाना खाया एंड एज वी वर शिफ्टिंग टू दैट रूम विद आवर चटाई एंड अ मैट्रेस जहां पे हमने लेटना था, सोना था, I saw my father, my mamu who was putting up with us, and one of his Muslim friends. He was also there with us. ये तीनों ने घर का जितना भी हैवी फर्नीचर था वो सारा इन्होंने मेन डोर के आगे लगा दिया। एंड मैं समझ नहीं पाई, बट ये समझ में, ये इतनी चीज में समझ गई कि समथिंग इज टेरिबली रॉन्ग आउटसाइड। और हम उस नीचे बेसमेंट में गए। उस बेसमेंट में कोई खिड़की नहीं थी, कुछ नहीं था, एंड उसका डोर जो था वो फ्लोर पे, हाउस के फ्लोर पे खुलता था। यू कैन वेल इमेजिन। और हम उस रूम में सोने गए। 5 मिनट ही हुए थे, वी जस्ट सेटलिंग डाउन, अभी वो मैट्रेस वगैरह बिछा रहे थे। माई फादर केम डाउन and he called me to a corner. I asked him, "Haan ji, Daddy." He handed me over 2 kitchen knives and told me that if the mob comes your way, kill yourself before the mob gets you. I think all of you, because whosoever is watching, most of you are parents. You can well understand the amount of pain and courage which my father must have gathered to tell his young teenager daughter to kill herself rather than to face dishonor. This was the condition. वो रात निकल गई, हम सो तो नहीं पाए. We could not sleep that time. And the voice that was coming out of mosque was deafening. रात निकल गई, सुबह हुई. As usual मैं स्कूल जाती थी. I had not stopped going to the school. But with every passing day I could see that जो कश्मीरी पंडित हाउसेस मेरे रोड अपने वे में आते थे स्कूल के, उस टाइम में उन घरों में every day I could see more and more houses were under lock. Kashmiri Pandits were migrating. Once or twice I told my father कि हम भी चले जाते हैं. By that time Jagmohan was already there, and Jagmohan, my father told me that now Jagmohan has come. He is a very good administrator. Simon fit कर, Simon set कर, कुछ नहीं होगा. We are Indians, हम क्यों अपनी जगह छोड़ेंगे? And this misconception killed. After that, April, it was I think 20th, in the last 10 days of April, I don't remember the date exactly. I was 14 that time. It was, I was coming back. मेरे को उस एरिया में सब लोग जानते थे, मेरे फादर को भी सारे लोग जानते थे, एंड सबको पता था मैं उनकी डॉटर हूँ. सो कोई किसी, मैंने कभी किसी से, कोई किसी ने मेरे साथ कभी कोई बदतमीजी नहीं की. Nobody misbehaved with me. But that day, when I was coming back from school, few Muslim guys, they called me by my name. मुझे बुलाया साइड में, and they told me, तुम तैयार रहना, हम तुम्हारे को कन्वर्ट करेंगे, तुम्हारी शादी एक मुसलमान से करवाएंगे, अपने बाप को जाके बोल देना. These were the words. I started shivering because ये मैंने expect ही नहीं किया था कि this can happen to me, to his daughter. So I was literally in tears when I came back home. I told my mother about it, and when I told my mother about this, she also got perturbed. And I told my mother, I'm not going to go to school now. अब मैं स्कूल नहीं जाऊंगी, मुझे डर लगता है. So when my father came back, my mother must have told him कि ऐसा ऐसा इसके साथ हुआ है. सो दे मस्ट हैव डिसाइडेड, व्हाट आई फील, दे मस्ट हैव डिसाइडेड कि हम चले जाते हैं यहाँ से, वी शुड लीव कश्मीर. So it was decided by my father that me, my mother and my small brother, we all leave for Jammu, he will join us later. In the morning, my mother informed me about this. My father was having his breakfast and my mother informed me about this, कि ऐसे ऐसा है, we will leave, he will come afterwards. I did not agree to this arrangement. I put down my foot, I said either we all four go or we all four stay back. So then it was decided, okay, he said okay, I will apply for leave and then we'll all leave. And my father went, he applied for leave, and I think this was leaked from the department itself. And on 1st May, my father left. We had to leave for Jammu on 3rd. So 2nd he needed some time to pack and everything. 1st my father left. Normally वो जाते थे सुबह, buy करते थे. But that day he came back. He must have sensed things. He placed his hand on my head and told me, "तू बड़ी है. You have to take care of the home, of the family." I could not make it out what he's trying to tell me. I just put forward one question to him, "Daddy," और ये चीज, it has been more than 30 years now, and this thing haunts me till now. I get up in the middle of the night thinking of this. Sorry. Then I asked him, "Daddy, वापस कब आओगे?" His answer was, "जाना अपने हाथ में है, वापस आना अपने हाथ में नहीं." And these were the last words he ever spoke to me. He left. We kept waiting for him till 7 in the evening. 8 भी बज गए, but my father was not there. मेरी मदर थोड़ी सी perturbed हो गई, तो उन्होंने मेरे मामू को बोला कि तुम जाके पुलिस स्टेशन में पता करो क्या बात है. मेरे मामू पुलिस स्टेशन गए, तो वहां का एसएचओ था, इंचार्ज एसएचओ था. He was known to us. In fact, he lived in the same area. उसका नाम कलंदर खान था. He told us that he told my मामू कि वो थोड़ी देर में पता करके घर में बता देंगे. So at around 8:39 he came to our place and he told my mother, "मैडम, कोई फिक्र करने की बात नहीं है, वो शाला साहब बिल्कुल ठीक है, मेरी बात हो गई है, वो थोड़े मीटिंग में बिजी है, वो कल आ जाएंगे." And he gave us basically assurance that he's perfectly all right. So we managed that night. We waited till next day afternoon. My father was not there. At around 3, 2 policemen came to our home and they talked to my mamu, and they all left together. And when my mamaji came back at around 6:30 in the evening, late evening, something was written on his face which I could not read, and he never had the courage to tell me what it was. He just told me, "जाके सो जा." मेरे मामू ने खाना नहीं खाया. पूरी रात वो पूरे कॉरिडोर में चक्कर लगा रहे थे. मुझे नहीं पता ये सोच मेरी आंख कब लग गई. सुबह 5 बजे मेरी नींद खुली. मैंने थोड़ा सा शोर सुना बाहर. मैं रूम से बाहर निकली. मैंने देखा मेरे फूफा जी वहां पे है, which was very surprising. He was working in Jammu Kashmir Armed Police, and मैं काफी देर से उनसे नहीं मिली थी. मेरे मामू और वो बाहर पार्क में बैठे हुए थे, घर के सामने जो हमारा पार्क था उसमें बैठे थे। एंड जब मैं बाहर आई तो दे कॉल्ड मी, उन्होंने मुझे अपने पास बिठाया एंड दे इन्फॉर्म्ड मी दैट माय फादर हैज बीन किल्ड। दिस थिंग टुक टाइम टू सिंक इन। मुझे ऐसा लगा दैट द होल स्काई इज फॉलिंग ऑन माय हेड। कुछ समझ नहीं आया, क्या करूं, कहाँ जाऊं, किससे बात करूं, क्या करूं उस टाइम। आई वाज सो कंफ्यूज्ड दैट टाइम। I just turned back and saw my mother crying. I ran towards him. We hugged each other and cried. 11:30, they got his body. And when they got the body there, I wanted to see क्या हुआ है मेरे father के साथ. Can imagine my condition that time, the amount of turmoil I was, the amount of emotional turmoil I was going through that time. मैंने उनकी बॉडी से सफेद कपड़ा उठाया. The head was bandaged, teeth were missing, nails were missing, legs were mangled. So imagine the amount of brutality that was done to him before they killed him. हाथ लगाया बॉडी को तो बिल्कुल आइस कोल्ड. वो एक that thing left a very severe mark on my brain. कि जब भी मैं किसी ठंडी चीज को हाथ लगाती थी मुझे फीलिंग आती थी आई एम टचिंग माई फादर्स डेड बॉडी. 2 years I didn't touch anything which was cold, ice cold. Third, he was cremated the same day. Fourth, my mama ji, third night, letter, threatening letter, which was just wrapped on a stone, was thrown into our home, and it was written that इसको तो मार दिया, फैमिली को भी मार देंगे और बेटी को ले जाएंगे. Fourth, my mamu went to Kupwada to get my father's belongings. और जब वो वहाँ उनके जहाँ वो रहते थे वहाँ पहुँचे, उन्होंने जो ही उनका पिल्लो उठाया, he found a letter. हिजबुल मुजाहिदीन की थ्रेटनिंग लेटर थी उनके लिए कि यू स्टॉप, बिकॉज he was working, he was collecting information about कितने लड़के पार गए हैं मिलिटेंट ट्रेनिंग के लिए, हाउ मेनी पीपल आर हेल्पिंग देम इन इंडिया, कितने अंडरग्राउंड वर्कर्स हैं इनके, कितने ओवरग्राउंड सपोर्टर्स हैं. सो he had prepared a list. So they had threatened him, but he never said anything to us. हमें इस चीज़ के बारे में कुछ नहीं. 5th May morning we left Kashmir. Till this day I have not gone to Kashmir. Nobody from my family has gone to Kashmir again. ये सब चीजें हो गई. His killing, the way he was killed, that left a very that basically left to my mental scarring. मेरा ही नहीं, मेरे ब्रदर का भी. So I was shying away talking about him. मैं जब भी उनके बारे में बात करती थी, मैं बात तो नहीं कर पाती थी बिकॉज मैं काफी इमोशनल हो जाती थी. तो काफी साल अगर मुझसे कोई बात भी करता था रिगार्डिंग माय फादर, मैं चुप हो जाती थी. I never used to talk. Then I went to medical college. एंड शादी हो गई, बच्चे हो गए. फिर मैंने व्हेन आई बिकेम अ पेरेंट माई सेल्फ, मैंने सोचा इट्स माई प्राइम ड्यूटी टू एट लीस्ट फर्स्ट नो व्हाट हैड हैपेंड that day when he was kidnapped. हमें तो ये भी नहीं पता था क्या हुआ था. So I decided to look around for witnesses or people who are willing to talk about my father. So along with my job, I was doing these things. So I started collecting information. First को मेरे father, normally he used to come in his official vehicle, but उस दिन कुछ problem हो गया था उसमें, तो he boarded a bus to come back. अपना revolver deposit करवा के, सब कुछ करवा के he was coming back. उनके साथ उनका PS होता है, अहमदुल्ला उसका नाम था, उनके साथ उसका PS होता. और मेरे फादर बैठे हुए थे बस में, तो PS नीचे उतरा, उसने कहा शाला साहब आ रहा हूँ सिगरेट पी के. तो वहां पे एक बुचर की शॉप थी, उसके बाहर एक आदमी खड़ा था जिसने फिरन पहना था. ये PSO गया है, उसके साथ बात की एंड ही टच्ड हिज फिरन टू कंफर्म दैट ही इज कैरिंग अ वेपन. उसके बाद ये PSO वापस आया है गाड़ी की तरफ, और गाड़ी के दरवाजे के पास इसने एक और आदमी से बात की. गाड़ी स्टार्ट हुई कुपवाड़ा बस स्टैंड से एंड इट वाज मूविंग टुवर्ड्स हंदवाड़ा. जब एक सुनसान सा एरिया आ गया, सडनली एक वैन आ गई और वैन एकदम गाड़ी के आगे आ गई, तो ड्राइवर को गाड़ी रोकनी पड़ी. एंड 4-5 men jumped out of the van एंड 2 लोगों ने उस ड्राइवर के तरफ का दरवाजा खोला और पिस्टल उसके सिर के ऊपर रख के बोला कि गाड़ी यहीं पे रुकेगी. एंड 2-3 लोग बस के अंदर घुस गए एंड देन दे स्टार्टेड स्क्रीमिंग में फादर्स ने. कौन है ये? उस बस में हमारे एरिया के, हमारे मोहल्ले के कुछ लोग ट्रैवल कर रहे थे, मगर किसी ने मेरे फादर के बारे में नहीं बोला कि ही इज द मैन. देयर वाज पिन ड्रॉप साइलेंस. 2-3 मिनट हुए, किसी ने कुछ भी नहीं बोला. एंड सडनली द PSO गॉट अप एंड ही पॉइंटेड टुवर्ड्स माय फादर, कहा यू छू ना. दे ड्रैग्ड माय फादर एंड टुक हिम अवे. उनको वो कासीपुरा एक गांव है वहां पे ले गए. फील्ड्स के बीच में दे हैड कंस्ट्रक्टेड अ हट which was doubling as an interrogation center for militants. They wanted to take out certain information from him, so they hit him. दांत खींच लिए उनके, pulled his nails, broke his bones. Then they dragged him out. वहां पे एक पेड़ था, उस पेड़ पे उसको लटकाने की, they tried to hang him on that tree. But my father was very well built man, so नहीं हो पाया उनसे. एंड उसने एक के बाल भी खींच लेते. सो व्हेन ही हैड डाइड, उनके हाथ में पूरा एक गुच्छा बालों का था. जब ये सब हो रहा था तो पूरा एरिया वहां पे जमा हो गया था. द होल एरिया हैड असेंबल्ड देयर एंड दे वर चीयरिंग कि देखो काफिर को कैसे फांसी मिल रही है. मेरे को मिलिटेंट से कोई भी क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछना इस बारे में. दे हैड कम टू किल माय फादर. मेरा सवाल सिर्फ उन लोगों से है जो वहां पे एक तमाशबीन की तरह खड़े रहे, देखते रहे एक अनआर्म्ड अकेले आदमी को इतने सारे लोग मार रहे हैं. उनकी इंसानियत कहां थी उस टाइम? जो बात करते हैं हमारे ह्यूमन राइट्स की, मेरे फादर की ह्यूमन राइट्स कहां थे उस टाइम? मैं उन लोगों से जरूर मिलना चाहूंगी जो हु वर विटनेस टू दिस ब्रूटैलिटी, एंड उनमें से एक का भी ज़मीर नहीं जागा उस टाइम कि व्हाट आर यू डूइंग टू दिस मैन, अलोन, अनआर्म्ड, हिटिंग हिम, ब्रेकिंग हिज बोन्स. जब नहीं हुआ तो देन वन मैन हैड सेड कि दियोसु गुल एंड दे किल्ड हिम. Body was thrown there only in the fields. 2nd May morning, the body was recovered, and body was taken to police station Kupwara, but nobody was willing to identify the body. Look at the irony of events. जिन लोगों ने उनके अंडर काम किया था, Muslims, they were not identifying him. फिर एक कश्मीरी पंडित कांस्टेबल who had worked under him, उन्होंने बॉडी आइडेंटिफाई की, हमारे घर तक मैसेज पहुंचा, मेरे मामू ने गए एंड ही आइडेंटिफाइड। 30 साल 30 years, और हमें क्या मिला? एक FIR नंबर 139 1990। This is the identity of my father. At this stage, my father died because he was following a different faith from the majority. He had a different belief from the majority. He refused to convert. He had love for India, and he came back wrapped in his tricolor. So, isn't it duty of India, Indian Constitution, Indian law to give justice to us, to the family? My mother, who became a widow at a very young age, who had to bring up her kids, small kids, alone. What she suffered, what we suffered. I know the pain, and I hope that nobody has to pass through these phases. 30 years is a long time. Many witnesses must have been lost by this time. Crucial evidences were never there. Nobody helped us. In fact, the FIR copy, the post-mortem report, we got through our own sources. So, these problems have been there from the past 30 years. Now, at least now, we want justice. Justice for the amount of pain and suffering we have gone through. Justice for the sacrifices which my father gave. Just because he was an Indian, he represented India in Kashmir. I'm not that selfish that I want justice just for my father. I will go for a broader one. I want justice for every victim of Kashmiri genocide. Our cases should be reopened, and we should be at least after 30 years. It is the duty of India, Indian people, to at least look into the matter and hear our voices. Because what happens after every killing? People come on streets with placards. Social media is full. These killings make headline on 3rd or 4th page of the paper, and after 10 days everything is forgotten. I don't want these sacrifices to go down the drain. My appeal, I'm not a political person, I'm a simple girl. My appeal to our community is that please get united. It's high time. When we get united under one umbrella and put forward our case, maybe people will listen to us. कहा जाता है pen is mightier than the sword. I don't think it is mightier, because I penned down letters to every person in the every higher up. My mother penned down letters seeking justice. We got nothing in return. Nothing. We screamed, shouted, made ourselves audible to almost every possible ear in India, but nothing happened. Nothing was given. No, even look at our pain. 30 years have passed, and we don't even know whether his killers are alive, they are dead, what happened, whether anybody was held responsible for his murder or not. So we don't know anything. Problem is that वो क्यों नहीं है? क्योंकि हम इकट्ठे नहीं हैं. We are not together. एक उस तरफ जाता है, एक इस तरफ जाता है, एक लीडर कुछ बोलता है, एक लीडर कुछ बोलता है. Problem with Kashmiri Pandits, I being from the same community, is that everybody is a leader. मैं भी हूँ उसमें, मैं भी हूँ. So जब तक हम इकट्ठा नहीं होंगे, we don't put forward a united front, nobody is going to listen to us. 30 साल मेरे फादर की डेथ को हो गए. अभी रिसेंटली मिस्टर अजय पंता की डेथ हुई. He was also killed. He was also killed, and when I saw his daughter screaming and shouting, and she was pouring her pain out, I could feel myself there 30 years ago. Same pain, same feelings, but justice is not delivered. I'm still waiting, and hopefully I pray to God that her wait is not that long. I want this basically killing of Mr. Ajay Pandita, it has added fuel to this fire, and let's not let this fire extinguish, because let's add more to it, and let the government sitting at the center feel the heat. I don't want any compensation, I don't want anything. I just want closure of this case. I have every right to know who murdered my father and what punishment was given to the murderers. Were they convicted or they were let off? A person who was very dear to me was killed. What is the punishment for murder in this country? My father was murdered. I, being a citizen of India, lost a very dear one, safeguarding India in Kashmir, have the right to seek justice for him? This is my question to the government of India. This is my question to our leaders who are there holding placards for 2-3 days and then they retreat back to their dens. Please come forward, do something. If you are not able to do, हमें सीधा बोल दो, हम नहीं कर सकते. तो we younger generation will go forward and do something for our martyrs. ये मेरी बात नहीं है. आज एक टाइम था कश्मीर में हिंदुइज्म was the main religion. With the advent of Islam, Hindus started decreasing. ये हर जगह होगा, जहाँ जहाँ मुस्लिम पॉपुलेशन बढ़ेगी, this problem will be faced by every city, every village, every town. So if they increase in numbers, they have their majority, they will do the Kashmiri Pandit genocide will be repeated in those places. So we have to bear in mind that Hindus as such have to get united, and Kashmiri Pandits need to get more united to seek justice for this. I have no other demand. My only demand is that I want justice for my father. आप साथ देंगे तो ठीक, नहीं देंगे तो ठीक, मैं अकेले ही लड़ लूँगी. Because now I am free from my responsibilities, I can devote more time to it. आप लोग साथ आएंगे तो 1 और 1 11, नहीं आएंगे तो भी मेरे दिल में कोई आपके लिए बुरा नहीं रहेगा. मैंने कभी किसी के लिए नहीं बोला बुरा, तो काफ़ी कुछ हमारे साथ हुआ बुरा, बट मैंने किसी का नाम नहीं लिया, ना मैं किसी का नाम लूँगी. My only aim of doing this live interaction is that people should know how Kashmiri Pandits were martyred, how they were killed, and nothing has been done in any direction to get justice for them. I hope that you all will support me on this. मेरे फादर के लिए नहीं, there were hundreds who were murdered. सबके लिए justice. क्यों? If I say justice for my father, that demeans his sacrifice. Justice for every Kashmiri Pandit who or she who was killed, whether it was a male or female who were killed because of being a Hindu, because of following a different faith, because of refusing to convert. So I need just justice. I think I'm done. In case anybody wants to ask me anything, I'll be more than happy to answer. Rajiv Bhattji, how can we march back to Kashmir? We cannot even march for our martyrs in Jammu or in any other state. No, Panditji, I am in Jammu, not in Delhi. Yes, true. I don't know where is the PSO. Maybe he is dead because it's been 30 years. हाँ जी समीर जी, कौन सा क्वेश्चन? कैन यू रिपीट दैट? सुनीला जी 15. His PSO, I don't know whether he's alive, but I think he must not be alive because he was in 35, 36 था उस time उसका age. So obviously it's been 30 years, more than 30 years. I don't know whether he's alive or dead. I just know his name. That is Ahmadullah was his name, and there were 5 guys who were involved in his killing. One was Yusuf, one was Ahmad Dar or something. Rest I don't know. No, Panditji, no information about van. Who could have given us information? There was nobody willing to help us. There was nobody willing to help us. Pain तो बहुत है रविंदर जी. ऑब्वियस सुनीला जी, यही तो मैं देखना चाहती हूँ कि they get punished. They are basically held responsible for the gruesome murder of my father. If you all can see at the background, there is my father's photograph. He's there watching me from above as I spoke about him on Father's Day, and I know he will be blessing me from above. No, Sandeep ji, nobody offered any help. Kamal ji, we came to know about his kidnapping. I came to know through कुछ तो लोगों ने भी बता दिया, but I tried my contacts in Kashmir. मेरे जो वहाँ पे पड़ोसी थे, जो कुछ लोग बस में ट्रेवल कर रहे थे, उनसे बात करके पता किया. इनफैक्ट उनको मारने के एक हफ्ता पहले, आई फॉरगॉट टू टेल यू, उनको मारने से एक हफ्ता पहले हमारे एरिया की रेकी की गई थी. एंड मिलिटेंट्स ने पूछा था यहाँ कौन सा कश्मीरी पंडित सीआईडी में काम करता है. तो दे वर लुकिंग फॉर हिम and one of our neighbor Kashmiri Pandit, he had told my father about it कि they were looking for you, why don't you move away. तो मेरे फादर ने उनको जवाब दिया था कि मैं पीठ नहीं दिखा सकता, I will be here, I will fight, but I will not show my back to anybody. And I'm really proud of his sacrifice. I'm a proud daughter of him. I hope I have almost addressed all your questions. Thanks everybody for connecting and listening to my story, and hopefully today's program at least will that ignite the sense of unity amongst Kashmiri Pandits, because if it has happened to me 30 years ago, it has happened to Sheen Pandita 10 or 12 days ago, it can happen to anybody in the near future. So today it's me, tomorrow it can be somebody else. So I take a leave. Thank you so much. Namaskar.